What's going on, YouTube family? I'm JD. Gio's inside the shop. Let's kick off another week. I'll show you what we got. So our 2022 or 21, I don't remember, is all wrapped up. I think you guys seen the dyno on that last week, the end of last week. So I just need to drive that one, and that one can go home. Everything is all wrapped up. We've got our sway bars all installed, so the only thing I got left to do on this one is street drive it. So customer wants a kind of max effort rip on it, super hard tune for Texas 2K. So take this one out on the street. We'll just bypass the dyno and make sure she's a ripper. As you can see, Andrew has dropped his truck back off. We're going to be doing intake manifold on this one, but I don't think you'll see that until the end of the week. He just had to drop off. That's pretty exciting. And then we have this 2017 EcoBoost Mustang. It's getting a downpipe and exhaust. So you guys will see this one hit the rack this afternoon. And then our special guest, Malcolm. As you can see, Malcolm's car is back, because Texas Mile's right around the corner, so we gotta make sure she's ready to go. So let's dive in. So we've already finished up our 93 tune, and we have drained the tank, and now Malcolm's car is on the 85. So let's go ahead and start making some tugs on E. So guys, unfortunately, we had to come to a stop on Malcolm's car. As you can see, we have the throttle body off. So we weren't making our desired boost level that we wanted, so turned it up a little bit more, and the problem showed itself. And I'll take you over here. The gasket on the throttle body right here failed and pushed out. So got some gasket maker coming. And I'm going to make a paper gasket for this, and then we're going to super glue this gasket back together, and then we'll RTV it on both sides and then bolt it back up, and that should cure it. There's not much meat here on this, so hopefully we can get it on back together and make some more power. So guys, as you can see, we have super glued the gasket back together. We're going to go ahead and put some ultra gray around this edge here and seal it back on, and hopefully that will keep this gasket in place. So guys, that is going to wrap up the tuning on Malcolm's car. Let me show you guys all three of the peak horsepower and torque runs for pump gas, E85, and then C85 race gas. Boost levels: pump gas 17 psi, pump E85 25 psi, and then C85 race gas 29.6, so 30 psi. So, as you can see, quite the difference between the runs there. But that's gonna do it. So the Texas Mile is 1 week away. I don't know whether I'm gonna make this one or not, but Mac will probably have someone there recording, and I think he'll have a GoPro in the car as well that hopefully I'll get the footage from. And as it's happening, keep an eye on our social media. This video will probably drop the week after the mile, but We'll be posting progress as it goes, but that's gonna do it for Mac's car. We're wrapping up the radiator hose replacement on the old 7.3 Godzilla that we pro charged 2 weeks ago. Customer had a leak in radiator hose before we ever did the pro charger, but it wasn't bad enough where the truck couldn't be finished and driven, but we since ordered the brand new hose. We got it in, so putting that all back together. We did, however, need to replace the upper radiator hose though. So we did both of those. They're all wrapped up, putting the charge pipes back on, and then we got that 2017 EcoBoost Mustang that you guys seen us do like an inspection on a couple episodes back, just like a regular inspection because he just purchased it. Well, he has since ordered a downpipe and an exhaust from us, so we're gonna go ahead and get that installed this afternoon. So let's dive into that. Mondays. So guys, moving right along, let me show you our EcoBoost Mustang and the progress Gio has made. So as you can see, we have the black tipped MBRP exhaust system all done. We got the CVF downpipe, catted downpipe, mounted to the turbocharger. And then Gio has also thrown on a set of lowering springs. So you can see them right there. Got the new bump stops on there. Let's see if we can catch a glimpse of the rear here. Boom. Yeah, catch a little bit. Customer brought them secondhand. They're used, but they fit nicely. So that's gonna wrap this one up. That's all we had for it. So we'll get this thing down and get it off the rack, show you guys what this exhaust sounds like. Sorry we didn't get it before, we were just rocking and rolling. So see what it sounds like now with the new exhaust. So guys, I'm gonna step out here. Gio's back from the test drive, so let's give this girl a little walk around. Sorry for the wind noise if there is. She sounds good. And them lowering springs turned out great. So guys, I didn't talk much about it, and as you can see, Gio did some filming on this thing, but we have a Holley EFI manifold on this 5.7 Hemi now. So I think this thing's gonna hit the dyno. We'll see what kind of gains we've made. This is sleeper truck. It makes power, and it looks like a stock truck on the outside, you know. Andrew's truck is super cool, and we've got some more exciting parts going on in a few more months, but this is the next step in the phase. That fuel line's not going to stay that way. We just made something real quick, but we got it all on the truck. Let's fire it up. Ooh, got it chopping down the block. Sounding good. A little rev. Alright, let's pop this thing out. Just wanted to slap the intake on. We've got a torque converter to install, so let's do that. We got a Challenger we need to do a torque converter on, so let's move this one out. So guys, as we wrap up our neon first thing in the morning here, we're gonna make one more tug, and Gio is wrapping up. You guys watched a little footage of him putting this Circle D torque converter in this Challenger. So let's go ahead and keep rocking and rolling, make a pull on this, get her on back to the customer. Passenger side valve covers are leaking. It's leaking. There you go, now you guys can see it. Sucks, first pull, but this is pretty normal. We tend to see this stuff all the time when somebody else does the work. So, as soon as Gio gets back, I'll have him get ripping and rolling. I'll have Ida call the customer, let him know we're going to charge him to do the valve cover gasket. As you can see, Gio's got the valve cover off, which had like 9 different kinds of RTD on it. You know, it requires none. But everything inside looks good, nice and new. So, it's legit. Go ahead and get the valve cover back on and get back to tuning on this thing. Shoot guys, we rocking and rolling on a Friday. Already got the next one on the dyno. Let me open it back up here. Our Challenger. Show you where it finished out. Boom! 443 horsepower, 490 foot-pounds of torque. So that one turned out nice. Pretty much stock minus the cam. So, sure he'll be happy with it. It chops nicely. Now we've got Andrew's ram on the dyno. Let me show you guys what the Holly finished out looking like. Looks sharp. I like it. Boom! Thank you, Gio. Looking good. So we kind of finagled a little intake setup on it. So let's see if we make some gains. This ram makes a power, boy. Power. Say it again, power. Sound good up there at 7,000 RPM. Lord have mercy, look at that rear end. Sheesh. And then I don't know, but Gio about got this 426 out. So I don't know if I discussed this with you guys or not. But a month ago, you guys seen us build this 426, put it in the car. And then y'all never seen anything else about it. And that's because it wouldn't start. And that is because the tone wheel is wrong. So we had to wait. Now we're pulling it back out. We're going to order a new tone ring for it. And put it all back together. And then you guys will hear this 426 roar. But until we get it out. That's going to do it for this week's episode, guys. Hope you enjoyed the content. Like, share, subscribe, and we'll see you on the next video. Peace.